Hello everybody. I wanted to share with you a simple spreadsheet that would allow you to see when you should sell your IDCs when you reach your maximum IDC limit. This is just a tool or a guide that you can use to show you where you will be and show you your potential earnings as you upgrade. Now let's look at a 1-star following the example Marcel have in the knowledge base, starting with 265 IDCs. Now if you're starting with 265, you're a 1-star and your max limit is 3,000. You can change your multiples here as you split. Our first split here was at 1.9, so you will be able to change those, and as you change them it will recalculate all the formulas for you. So you just simply change it back to where it was. Now if you don't know what you started with as your IDC, you can simply put a 0 here, then go back into your Hulian's back office and see where you are after the split, and I know this one's at 504. And it will recalculate all the figures for you. You will go and it will multiply those every split down to the 5th split. Now as you go down, you'll see when you get to the 3rd split you're at 2016. The maximum IDC limit is 3,000, so you would have to sell after your 3rd split as you will be over the limit. So there comes the bottom of the calculations. When you go down here, it will automatically pull this down from the 3rd split. Now if you started later, you may have to do it on the 4th split. You would just simply change C4 to C5 and make it the 4th split. But if it's correct, you would just leave it as it is. But you will be able to change any red number. You will be able to change. Everything else will calculate for you. Now let's go over each column, and I'm basing each calculations on the percentages in the knowledge base of TPP after the sale of each tick from 0.26 to 0.35. It's kind of self-explanatory. I have it all written out at the top, but each tick you'll sell at 8%. And 8% of the 2016 is 161. So that's what you're basing it on for that first tick of 0.26. So it's going to give you a 10% withdrawal fee. The 90% of that 161 is 145. And then it's going to give you your 30% IDC repurchase, 30% cash wallet, 30% activation wallet. You add the two wallets together, it'll give you your total wallet. And then your tick is on 0.26, and you can change that tick whatever you want it to be. And once you have your total activation, and then it will times out to be $23 in your activation dollars for that tick. So as you do that for each line, it will add up, and as you can see here, for a 1-star it'll add up to $200, which is exactly what you need to upgrade to your 2nd star. Now it gets you can at this point, once you're at the 3rd star, if you get down here and you have $200, it's your choice whether you want to upgrade or withdraw. But if you upgrade, of course we all want to get to that 6th star. If you upgrade that amount, whatever your balance is, that's what's going to go back up to 0. Because every time you upgrade, even though you're on the 3rd split, it's going to go back to split 0. So you're going to actually start back over at 0 again. Let's show you what that's going to look like. I'm going to just key in 1104. Now it will be higher because you're actually upgrading. So you're going to get additional IDCs for upgrading. But let's just give you a glance of what that will look like. Once you go back up to the top, it will be 1104. And since we changed that calculation, we'll need to copy the one below it. So let's right click on it, copy it. Right click on the 504, paste it in, and now you have all of your figures have now changed. And as you can see now, you're a 2-star. Your max is now 7,600. You're still on your 3rd split. After your 3rd split, you're going to be over the limit at your 3rd split. So now you're going to have to do it on your 2nd split. So you would just simply change this, double click on it, and now you wanted to do it on your 2nd split. So change that to C3. And now it's looking at your 3rd split. And then you would just decide when you want to do it. Now from 2-star to 3-star, you only need $400. I believe. Is that right? Yes. And it will be 400, and you can keep going on and on like that. So as you can see when to sell. You can see when you want to add additional IDCs to it, so you actually can play along with it. You can't really hurt the spreadsheet because you can always go back to where you started. I do have an IDC for a 6-star. If you're starting with a 6-star, you may need additional lines. I have put additional lines in there if you wanted to start at point 20 and decide where you want to go. I've left that in there, and you can also change your total to see where your totals will be. So you can play around with that. You can't hurt the spreadsheet in any way. It's protected so that you can only change the information in the red. Now I also have on this column tab down here how to use the IDC spreadsheet, all the instructions on how to do it. Also have an IDC per tick chart. So if you have a prospect that want to come in with a 5-star and we're on the 25th tick, they would get 7,080 IDCs when come in. So it's a handy dandy tool that I put back there so that you can see. But if you ever get razzled or you're not sure where you are, just always go back up to the top, put in 0, and then put in how much you have in your Hulian back office. It'll take you right back when you're there. You may have to change your split again. I usually do it at split 3 so that you can see that you're right back where you started at. I'll have more videos for you like this to explain it to you. But if you have any questions for you can always reach me in Skype. Thanks, guys. Hope this is helpful for you. Take care.